Hi crocheters of the world! I am so happy to show you the second blouse that I created with exactly the same construction that I created the first. And you already know the tutorial. Actually, if you follow me, you already know the tutorial of the first. It's a construction that I saw time ago on a blouse that my granny made for herself, but she knitted it and I crocheted it. Now this is the very first that I did. It's a summer blouse, so very what can I say, casual, but chic, nice, and how can I say, comfortable? Yes, comfortable. Very comfortable construction. It's not very straight. It's large enough but not very large. It's beautiful. I must say I love this kind of construction, and it's easy to work, and it's easy to resize. So it's really beautiful. Now, as I said, this is the first that I made. I made it for summer and I made it in cotton. This one I made it for winter, and I also put sleeves. I just love it. I just love it. I work it with a wonderful pattern stitch. Actually, there are two, but this one is the arrow stitch. Already have the tutorial, but in this tutorial I explain you how to work it. Now, about the written instruction, I don't have them. So actually I am writing on them right now, okay? So I don't know, there will be on Ravelry, there will be in a book that I really want to publish. I don't know when and where and how, but I'm writing them right now, okay? Because I don't want to lose the ideas, the details, and all. Now it's all fresh into my mind. But in the tutorial you have all that you need to make one for yourself. Even how to resize it. You have lots of measures in centimeters. So the most important, the main measures, obvious, that you need in centimeters. It's really an easy construction. So you cannot go wrong, actually. You cannot go wrong. This is the idea. And then you have me, so you can ask me, obvious. Now, what I want to say is that, as you know, you can also, let's say, help me to continue on with my work on YouTube if you just want to buy the yarn, the ice yarn from my shop. So it would be just great for me. And I also give you my advices. If you like my style, if you like the colors that I use, if you like the pattern that I designed, if you like the colors that I combine, you can just yes, purchase your yarn from my shop, and you, of course, you can ask for my advice. There is my email below this tutorial, below all of my tutorials, and there is a link of my shop. Okay. Now, I worked it with the cotton, the K Cotton Fine. I just love the yarn because it's so beautiful. It's cotton and acrylic. You know, acrylic, it's acrylic is a fiber that, let's say, substitute the wool. So we have cotton and acrylic. It's kind of four-season yarn, and I just adore this kind of four-season yarns. Now, not only the yarn, not only the texture, but also the colors are wonderful. And you will need 2 packs. In one pack there are 300 grams, and you will need from 400 grams to 600 grams, depends on the size that you are working at. Okay, so now there is a problem. Actually, I had this problem. I had only one pack with this color, so it's salmon pink, is this blue, and a kind of gray. So I have this, and of course I ran out of yarn, obvious, and there was not available these colors, yes. and I had to invent it something obvious because I just wanted to finish my blouse. And that's what I am telling you, because maybe you have a pack of cakes and cake yarn and you don't know what to do because you don't have, so there is not available anymore your color and you don't know. Now we can choose to combine actually two cakes, two colors, two colors of cakes, and you can combine one, let's say that like mine has 3 colors in it, different colors in it, with one that it has only one color with different tones. And actually this is what I did. I bought this one, which is only salmon pink in different tones, so from the dark, let's say, salmon pink to the light salmon pink. And you can do this, so you maybe I could buy even the gray tones. Okay, so these are the combinations that you mix together and you will have just a great result, even if your colors are not available anymore, if you ran out of. This is the idea. Okay, and this one goes perfectly with this one too, that I really have it from another project. So we can combine, and they are so very beautiful. Actually, I want to say to you something, that I began a beautiful shawl with these 2 colors because they are perfect together and they are perfect for this shawl that I'm working at right now. Okay, now I want to give you some other ideas, some substitute of yarns. If you don't want to work it in this kind of cake yarn, you can work it in just one color yarn with the same texture, so cotton and acrylic. So the yarn that is, as I name it, call it a 4-season yarn, is this one. It's amigurumi cotton. You can use it for amigurumi too, but I want to say that it's just perfect to work blouses and so many beautiful things for autumn, for spring, autumn, winter, and so on. So it's a 4-season yarn, as I said. So you can use this. It's just lovely, beautiful, and it's exactly the same thickness. Obvious, I am talking about the same thickness because you must have the same thickness to work this. So it's to be worked with 3 to 3.5 millimeters hook. Now I have here 3 more yarns that I want to show you for this one. If you want to work, it's this one. It's Breeze Alpaca, and it has a so beautiful fiber combination. It's alpaca, actually merino, wool and mohair, just 30% of acrylic. The rest is natural fiber and really precious fibers. And it's really in sale, no, 70%, something like that. So this color is not available anymore, but there are other colors, and if you hurry up, you can buy it, and it's really, really wonderful yarn. You can work this or shawls or anything else. Now another yarn that you can use is Norsk, but I have here the medium weight. You can use it the fine weight, okay, to be worked with 3 to 3.5, okay, Norsk. Or this one, I love alpaca, I just adore alpaca. This one is Peru Alpaca Fine, I think, Peru Alpaca Light, and even this one is in sale. Really wonderful yarn. Okay, that's it. I just led you to the tutorial. I talk. I don't know if I talk too much. I just want to give you all the details, all the informations that you need to go ahead and work this blouse. So no written instructions, but this is all that you need in the tutorial, and of course I'm here. I can help you if you are stuck somewhere, okay? So don't worry, just do it. It's really, really lovely. It's really, really comfortable. So, and I think it's just perfect for any kind of body structure from my point of view. Okay, just one more thing. This is a pattern of mine that I did in actually for summer, but now I just want to, I think I will work it in a kind of winter yarn, because it would be just a great idea for a winter blouse. What do you say about it? Do you remember this pattern of mine? You don't? Just let me know. I put the link below. Okay, let's do the tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe if you like my tutorials, and of course don't forget to just take a look on our yarn shop. You have the link below. So let's see how to work this blouse. Now this is the back side for me, and it's exactly the same thing that we will work for the front side too, only that we will stop with this nice V. We will stop first because we will want to work the neckline in the front. First of all, let us speak about the measure. So as you know, I am working with the cake yarn. You can work with wool yarn. You can just ask me about the yarn that you can use, other yarn. And I am working with 3.5 millimeters hook. And you will just measure the hip circumference, your hip circumference, obvious. And you will divide this circumference, let a little bit of ease, obvious, and you will divide this circumference by 2, and the half of this circumference you will just chain in multiple of 6 plus 1. Okay, so I have here, I have a circumference of 102, and I have here a 51 centimeters. Okay, the chain that you chain, the beginning chain, it's perfect. You don't need to add more or less chains for the measure to be the same after you know, when you work something, sometimes the measure, the beginning measure, so exactly the measure of the chains is not exactly the same with the measure of the rest of the pattern. So it might be smaller or larger. Depends on the pattern stitch that you use, but here it's just the same. So you just begin measuring in centimeter, and then go ahead and chain 6, so multiple of 6 plus 2 at the end. Now I put here 92 stitches, 92 chains, because as I said, it's multiple of 6, and these vertical stripes are exactly a chain 6. Okay, and I have 15 stripes. Okay, 15. Doesn't matter if you obtain a odd number or even number of stripes. Just go ahead, multiple of 6, half centimeter of the hip circumference, and let us go on. The very first row, so I put 92 plus 1 more chain, so put 1 more chain after you have the multiple plus 2, so 6 plus 2 plus 1. And begin working a single crochet row. So just a single crochet row. I worked 92 single crochets, okay? And then we will just dive in our pattern stitch, the arrow stitch, which is just a lovely pattern stitch. Just one word about the border, the single crochet basic foundation, let's say, row. Work it into the loop, backside loop of the chain, and when you chain, just chain loosely. As you can see, I chain very nice and loosely. Okay, so you obtain a nice, not very let's say straight, I don't know, not very tight chain, beginning chain. It's very important, you know, that trick. So begin work the chain with the same crochet that you will work all, so 3.5 all the project, but work it nice and loose. Okay, so we have it like this. I'm just continuing on with my single crochet row. Now I finished with my single crochets, and let me show you another trick. What if you forgot some stitches out? I did. I forgot that 2, so multiple of 2. I put 92, but I just went on without. So because I finished my single crochet row, I just don't want to undo it. Insert hook into the chain, pull up a loop, and now yarn over, insert hook through that loop, and pull up a loop, and now yarn over and pull through 2. Now we have the first. Now insert hook through these 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 1, and it's the chainless single crochet. And like this I just add 2 more, and believe me, no one will note it at the end, will note at the end. So let us begin with the arrow stitch. So we chain 3, we turn, and because we have the chain 3 here, we have the first stitch for the chain 3 is the first double crochet, yarn over 3 times without the first, count 1, 2, so from the second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th, insert hook and work this double triple. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and finally yarn over, pull through 2 more. Okay, now we will work from the second that we skipped, like this. We work 1 on the back side. So we want this double triple to be on the front side. So like this we go, and each stitch of our 5 stitches that we skipped, and we work double crochets, 4, and 5. Okay, and this is my very first. Yarn over 3 times, and now we will continue on just repeating this sequence. Yarn over 3 times, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th, insert hook and work your double triple like this. And now come back, and from the back side insert hook into each of your single crochet that you skipped, and just work 5 double crochets. The first row is a little bit tricky, but only the very first row and the last, which is here. Okay, I have my 5, 1, 2, 3. Let me show you one more time. And skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 6th, insert hook and work your double triple. And now from the back side, so we just go and work 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So keep this like this so you can see better the stitches where you work. Okay, and now you can see them. This is how we will continue on all along this very first row, and actually this is how we will work the second row too, only that we will work them on the front side, but I will show you, because this double triple we want it to be always to remain on the front side. Okay, so I am at the end. I have 2 more left because I added 3, you know, and okay, it's no problem. I have my sequences, the number of the sequences that I need, and there are 15 as I have on the back side, so it's perfect. Each row begins with a chain 3, finish with a double crochet. So chain 3 and a turn. We are on the back side, and on the back side we will want to work exactly as for the front side, only that we will skip the 5 double crochet. We insert hook into the double triple crochet and we work another one, and then we want to let the double triple on the front, so from the back we will work all, so from the front, sorry, in front of the double triple we work the 5 double crochets. And when we are on the front side, as you've already seen, we work it from the back. Okay, so like this we have this pretty design. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, insert hook into the double triple, and work your stitch. Then from the front work all your double crochets, 5 double crochets. So from the front we let back on the back side the double triple, okay? 1 2 3, skip directly into the double triple and work it, and then work all your 5 double crochets. And this is actually how we will continue on. Now before I began with my V in the middle, so the increases for the V in the middle, I completed on the back side 8 rows with the arrow stitch, so this stitch. So now I am working on my second. I will work 6 more, and then I will be back. I will catch you up later on to show you how to begin with this nice design in the middle. I just played with vertical and horizontal lines, okay, and front posts to create this. I think it's really beautiful as a design. Okay, so I finished my 8 rows for the border. Now if you have this a odd number of sequences, as I have, so I have 15 number of sequences of vertical stripes, you will work exactly as I will do. If you have a even number of sequences, you have to put 2 more rows before you will begin to work with us. So you will work, yes, with us. These are the 2 rows. First row, you will work a half of your number. You have an even number, so you work half, and then in between the 2 sequences, so you work half here in between. Let's say that here is the half of your row. In between, just in between them. So let me just show you. I will just work like this. Let us pretend to work 1, my very first stitch, my very first sequence, sorry, 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so let's suppose that this is where you stop with your half. In the middle, just in the middle, you work 1 2 and 3. So you work like this, okay, just in the middle, and then you just continue on with the other half, 1 2 3, and you just continue on with the other half. Okay, that's all. Okay, and this is the first row that you have to work. Into the second row that you have to work, you will put into the first and into the last double crochet 1 increase, so you will have 5. Okay, stop there. Okay, stop there, and then we will work together from the third row if you have a even number, or if you have a odd number, you will work exactly as I explain you right now. So you don't have to put that to these 2 rows. Okay, you just begin by working. I have 15, so it's 14. I will work 7, and then 1 in the middle and 7 more. So if you have 17, you will work 16 half, 8 plus 1 in the middle plus 8 more. Okay, so I will work 7 sequences, and then I will show you how to work the rest. So in the middle, actually, how to begin your how to begin your V. And now I worked my 7. I am here in the middle. So now even if you have a odd number or you have a even number, if you have an even number, you already have 5 double crochets in the middle, you will work like this. Into the first stitch, work 2 double crochets. We have our 5 here double crochets. Then we will work 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the last we will work 2 more double crochets. And like this, it's here, like this we have 7 double crochets. Now we will skip this one if you work as me into a sequence, the middle sequence. You will skip this and you will continue on working on the other side, the same number of sequences, of course. Now from now on I will only explain you how to work the middle part, because we already know that we have the same number of sequences on one side and the same number of sequences on the other side to work. Okay, so now we are very focused on the middle part, on the V. Okay, this is the first row from the V, for the V, and on the next row we will work like this. On the V we will just increase into the first and into the last, and we'll have 9. So I will work that one too, and I will catch up you on the other row. So I am back. I have 9 double crochets, and I want to show you how to work the pattern stitch here in the middle. So from now on we will increase only on the back side, and we will always increase on into the first double crochet and into the last. And I'm talking only about the V in the middle, because as we know this side are already explained, so we just continue on with the same number of sequences and same stitch. So here I won't increase, so we don't increase on the front side, only on the back side. And I want to begin with the pattern stitch. I will work 2 double crochets, yarn over, skip 1, around the stitch front post we work long double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 1 and then pull through 2 and 2. Then yarn over, come back into the around the double crochet that you skipped, and the same thing, yarn over, pull through 1, 2 and 2. And this is the first pattern stitch. Now insert hook into the next and work 1 double crochet in between these crisscross stitches, columns actually, because as you can see we will create columns. In between them there will be always 1 double crochet. So skip 1, around the next work 1 long double crochet, so pull through 1, pull through 2 and 2, come back around the first, the one that you skipped, and yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2 and pull through 2. And we will finish as we began with 2 double crochets. Now I will finish the row with the other side with the arrow stitch sequences, and then I will begin the next row, and when I am again on the V I will show you on the back side how to work the columns. Okay, I will name them columns, and how to increase and how you will add some more. So I'm back with the back side, my V. I have 2 double crochets into the first, I increase. So increase into the first and into the last, only back side. Then I will work this one, and now I have my crisscrossed, my 2 crisscrossed on the front side. I will work them normally, but as back post double crochet. So first the first and long double crochet, and then the second. So we don't crisscross them on the back side, we only work them as back post double crochets. Into the middle we have 1 double crochet, and then again 1 back post long double crochet and 2, and then we will finish with 1 exactly as we began, and into the last we increase. So now we have on one side and one on the other side, we have 3 double crochets. We will work the other row, the front side row, with the 3 double crochets. Then we crisscross these 2, we work the double crochet in the middle, crisscross the other 2, and finish with 3. We meet on the back side again, where I want to explain how to work. So I will work the front side and then we meet on the next back. Now I am back with the wrong side again, and here I just want to increase at the beginning and at the end. Now from now on, let me just increase. So with the increase I work 2 more until the first column, and I have 4 stitches now. So in each row, back side, wrong side row, that you will have like this 4 double crochets till the first column and 4 double crochets after the last column, even if you have more, because you know we will increase, always increase the columns, as you can see here. On the right side, the next right side row, so we are on the wrong side row, on the next right side row, you will add 1 more column on one side and on the other side, on these 4. So you will work 1, work the column 1, and then continue on with the other columns. Of course, I will be back to show you only that I wanted you, so I want you to focus on this, because this is the algorithm that we will go on with for the length that we want for our blouse. Okay, so this is how we will increase, this is how we will add columns on our V pattern stitch in the middle. Okay, so we have 2, then we will have 4 and 6 and 8, and always we will add 2 on one side and on the other side, and always into the next right side row, on the row back side, wrong side row, where we will have 4 before the first column and 4 after the last column, even if of course we will have more than 2. Okay, this is the rule. So now let me just finish this. I just go ahead and work my row just normally. For the columns it's long back post double crochet, and then the double crochet in the middle. Just don't forget about the double crochet in the middle. We always, this is the sequence, we have 1 column, 1 double crochet. Okay, and we finish as we began with 1, 2, and into the last we work the increase, and with the increase I have 4. So this is what I meant before. We began with 4 double crochets with the increase, obvious. We obtain with actually the new increase double crochet before the first column, and we finish with 4 double crochets with the new increase after the last column. Okay, I will be back to show you the next front side row, so how you will add the columns on one side and on the other side. Okay, I'm back with the front side. So as I said, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 before the first column and 4 after the last column. Now we work the first as a normal double crochet. The next 2 will be the new column. So we skip 1, we front post, long double crochet the other one. We come back on the one that we skipped, and around it we work the front post long double crochet. Then we work 1 double crochet, always between the columns we have 1 double crochets. Then we continue on with the pattern stitch. So the next column like this, 1 double crochet, next column, one double crochet, and now again column, the last that we add. We always add 2 columns, one at the beginning and one at the end, and we finish with 1 double crochet. From the next back side we just continue on with increasing, so on, until we reach again back side 4 with the increase. On the front side next we add 2 more columns, and we go like this for the length that we want for our blouse. Actually what we want is to obtain the V, the V part will be the neckline, so will be the part of the neckline. This is what we want to obtain. I'm back with my blouse, not finished yet, but let's say finished as a summer blouse, because I have to put the sleeves, because I want to put the sleeves. Now let me tell you how many rows I completed for the back side, the difference for the front side, and so on. For the back side I completed 38 rows. 38 rows. Now obvious that you can complete more or less, depends on the V on the back side. So this V where we increase, okay? So this V must be about 27 centimeters for a medium size. Mine is 27. So for a medium size I have 4 columns, vertical columns, okay, here 14, sorry, so 14 vertical columns, okay, and 27 centimeters. Now if you work for a large size you can you may have 28 centimeters, then 1 centimeter in more for a XL size, so 29, 30 for a XXL size, and maybe 26, 27 for a small size, 25 for a X small size. Okay, this is the back side. So maybe you have to work instead of 38, maybe you have to go ahead and work 40, 42 or 41 and so on. 1 or 2 rows more for each size more. Okay, now this is the back side and it's the most important thing. Now let me tell you that from one side to another, so this is all on the shoulders, let's say, I have 65 centimeters, okay, 65 centimeters. Now another important thing is that the front, how it's when we have to stop for the front side. So we go ahead and work. I worked 34 rows here for the back side, 38 here for the front side, 34, and then I continued with 4 more on one side and on the other side, on these 2 sides with the arrow stitch where we don't have to increase, so we just go on and work the stitch as it is. Okay, this is the V in the middle that we increase. Okay, so 4 and 4 more. And even here for a larger, this is medium size. For large size, maybe you want to have a 5 rows difference between the back side and the front side. This is about the neckline. So for the back side, I said we must have 27 centimeters for a medium size, or the distance to cover, so to cover the distance between mid shoulder to mid shoulder on the back side must be large enough. Okay, So, because afterwards we will put, so actually I already put it, but you will put these two rounds of half double crochet with a smaller crochet hook, so you can just fit it perfectly, okay, don't worry. So 4 more rows. You can put 5 more rows, 6 more rows for a XL, or 7 more rows for a XXL, or depends on the on how you want, how large or narrow you want to be, how wide or narrow you want to be your neckline. Okay, this is you to decide. Okay. Now, another very important thing is the neckline border. So I work all my project with a 3.5 millimeters hook, or number 6 hook. And for the neckline, I work it with 3 millimeters hook, or 5. And I just beginning from the back side, as you can see, it's here more or less in the middle, work half double crochet in each stitch, and on these 4, so maybe you have 5, or this doesn't matter, I will tell you, on the double crochet, around the double crochet border, you will work 2 half double crochets. So actually I completed 8 stitches here. 1 2 3 4 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, as you can see on this side. So here where is the difference between the rows, yes, number of rows on back side and front side. So it's 2 half double crochets on around 1 double crochet, and the rest it's exactly the same. So you go ahead and work in each stitch 1 half double crochet. The same thing, you will work just 1 half double crochet into each half double crochet of the first round into the second round. You can put a third round, and eventually you can just put 2 or 3, maybe 4 into a third round if you want to. If you want it more narrow, I don't know, narrower, you can put 3 to 4 decreases into the third round. I just worked without increases and only 2 rounds, but maybe if you want it, as I said. Okay, so that's it. And now what I want to do is to put the sleeves. Actually, I already began here with 1 sleeve, as you can see, and I just continuing on, only that I want to show you how to work in round this stitch, because I consider that the arrow stitch is the perfect stitch to work the sleeve, and I want to show you how to work in round this stitch and how to decrease with this stitch, because we will have to decrease. Now, another very important thing, how I sew these 2 parts, so front side and back side. Actually, I did it exactly as I did with my first summer blouse. The same pattern, let's say, the same construction I used, only you have the link below, so you can, or into the eye from information, so you can just on the screen on the right side corner up, you can just go ahead and watch how I did. It's really easy. So just slip stitch, chain 3 to skip 1 double crochet, and slip stitch to join together the 2 sides. Chain 3, slip stitch to join, and you join exactly into the double crochets. Okay, so it's really easy. You just can see on the other, into the other video. Now for the shoulders, exactly the same thing, only that instead of chain 3 I chained 5, because I have here my 6 stitches actually sequence. Okay, so I chained 5, slip stitch in between the sequences, and so on, as you can see is here. Really easy, really nice, and we don't have to sew actually. Okay, that's it. Let's see the last part of our autumn winter blouse, how to work the sleeves. So we are ready to begin the sleeve. It's here that I will insert hook into the first and then into the second stitch and pull through and chain 3 to begin. Now we will work one sequence over 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets border, 1 2 3, the double treble, skip exactly into the second double crochet, insert hook and work your stitch. For the 5 double crochets that we need to work, we will work like this: 2 around the first double crochet, 1 in the middle into the first double crochet, and 2 around the second double crochet. So it's 1 and 2, 3 the third into the double crochet, as I said, and 4 and 5 around the second double crochet. This is my very first sequence: 1 2 3. Skip 1 and 2 into the second, insert hook and work your stitch. Yarn over around the first double crochet, work 1 and 2 into the double crochet, into the first double crochet, work 1 double crochet. This is the third, and around the second work 4 and 5. And this is how we will continue on all around, and I will be back to show you how to finish a round and to begin another one. I finished my last sequence, and to finish the round you will insert hook into the third chain of the beginning, chain 3 and slip stitch to join. And this is how you finish. You will finish each row you will work, a round you will work. Then to begin a new round we will chain 3 and turn. We will always turn as if we work in rows. So turn your work on the wrong side. And now this round will be worked on the wrong side. So will be actually worked exactly as we worked in rows the blouse, and we will leave the double triple on the front side, and on the back side we will work our 5 double crochets, 1 2 3, and we continue on like this to the end. At the end we slip stitch into the third chain, chain 3 and turn on the front side again. So we will work from the back, from the front, from the back, from the front. Don't forget to turn your work, because you have to turn your work so you can have exactly the same stitch, exactly the same pattern stitch on this. So when you work in round 2, as you have it when you work in rows. Okay, I will complete like this 2 more rounds. So this one, so 3 rounds, 3 total rounds. Okay, this one, the second I already began it, and I will work 1 more, so 3 rounds, and then I will be back to show you how to decrease. So I finished with my 3 rounds, and now we will begin with a set of decreases. So actually we will eliminate one sequence, and will be this one, my very first. I already put the marker on it. So this sequence will be eliminated step by step, round by round, because there will be some rounds that we will work to eliminate this. Let me show you on the other sleeve how it looks, so you can have an idea of how it will be. Okay, now this was the first sequence that I eliminated. As you can see here, I don't have it anymore. Then you will work some. I work 3 rounds normally, so without this one, 3 rounds, and then I will begin with another to eliminate another sequence, as you can see. this one. So one, we eliminate one on one side, then on the other side, then on this side. So one on the left side, one on the right side, one on the left side, one on the left side. And we always work in between these sets of decreases, we always work some rounds, 2, 3, 4, depends on how many you want. So we always decrease like this because actually we want this line to remain exactly as where it is, okay, and more or less straight. So let me show you this set of rounds with decrease. This is the first, so I finished here. I will chain 3, and this is the one that I want to eliminate. So turn your work and begin with the first decrease. Yarn over 3 times, work your double triple as you normally would, and these 2 will be the first decrease. So 1, don't finish it, second, don't finish it, and finish them together. So instead of 5, now we have 4 stitches. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I will continue on working my round all around like normally, so wood. So only that sequence is to be eliminated. So we will decrease only on that sequence, okay, until we won't have any stitch on it, okay. So the rest of the round we are just working it as the pattern says. I finished the first decrease round, and now I chained 3 and turn, and now as you can see, if into the very first round we have it at the beginning, the decrease sequence, the sequence to decrease actually, into this second round we will have it at the end, which means I will just continue on working all around, and I will be back to show you at the end. Actually it's really easy. We just decrease 2 stitches again, so instead of 4 we will have 3, and the very first double triple will be a triple crochet only, okay. So it's pretty easy. Let me finish the second, and I will be back to show you how to decrease. Almost finished my second row around. Just want to show you how to decrease. So yarn over only twice, insert hook and work a triple crochet, normal triple crochet. We have 4 stitches, and the first 2 we want to decrease them, so we want to join them together like this, 1, and we work 2 more, 1 and 2. So like this, at the end of the second round we have 3, okay. Insert hook into the third chain and slip stitch to join. Chain 3, let us begin the 4th row, and the third row begins again with a decrease. We will work a double crochet long. So yarn over, pull through 1, 2, and 2, and we have 3 double crochets here. We work 1 and 2 together, again a decrease into this third row, and then we work the last. It's a little bit strange here, but we can. And now we have only 2 double crochets. Now I will go on and work all my third round and the fourth, and at the end of the fourth I will show you again how to decrease, because we have it into the third round, we have it at the beginning, into the fourth round we will have it again at the end. So I am at the end of my 4th round. So I will work my decrease only these 2. So I will decrease these 2, 1 and 2. Okay, and slip stitch into the first stitch. Now the 5th and the last round of the set of 5 rounds, where we actually eliminate 1 sequence. So now we eliminate this one on right side, then the next that you will eliminate will be on the left side, the next will be again on the right side, left side, right side. In between these 5 rounds of decreases, you will work at least one round with all the sequences as they are. So after we finish this fifth, you will work one. I worked 3, but depends on how many sequences you want to eliminate to have a perfect wrist for you. Now, how you calculate it, I actually put like this: 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I put my hand in, so just to know how many sequences I have to eliminate. So I eliminated 3 sequences. Now let me show you the last round, chain 3 of decreases, the 5th round of decreases. We turn and we have it here. We just yarn over 3 times, insert hook and work your double triple as you normally would. And now you will begin with a decrease. So you will decrease this one with the first of the 5 double crochets that we have to work. 1 and 2. And that's it. Then we work 4 more double crochets of the sequence and we continue on. This is the last round of decreases. So we have actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is what we have here. We just do it. Now you will just take the marker from here and put it on the other side when you begin, so you will know where you begin to decrease again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have our 5 decreases. Okay, so that's it. As I said, I put 3 decreases, 3 of 5 rounds. Obvious I worked, so I actually decreased 3 sections, sequences, these sequences, and that's it. It's a very nice pattern stitch. I really love it. I must say I love it more than the first one. Believe me, it's, I don't know, it's super. And yes, I don't think it's difficult. You can ask me questions if you have, but I don't have a written instruction. Maybe I will write down the instructions. I really don't know for now, but you have it all in the tutorial. Just watch it carefully and you'll see you won't have problems in doing it if you want to. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my tutorials, so you won't miss another one. And if you want, you can take a look on our yarn shop. You have the link below. And you can contact me on my email. And if you want to ask me some questions about yarns, about patterns, anything that I can help you, I will be so happy to do it. So don't hesitate on writing me. See you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.